5 reasons you should not run YouTube ads as a real estate agent. YouTube ads can and do work for a lot of real estate agents, but they all have a few things in common that they're doing. I speak with realtors every single day who have tried running YouTube ads in the past and didn't get any results, or they're looking to start YouTube ads, but they expect to get a listing or a deal within the first week or two of running ads, and that's just not at all how it works. That's exactly why I'm making this video, to address the common misconceptions most realtors have about YouTube ads and how you can actually succeed with them. And if you don't understand any of the 5 reasons I'm going through in this video, YouTube ads probably aren't for you, and you should maybe try them some other time. And if you are interested in using YouTube ads or just learning more about them to grow your business in 2025, add an extra few deals each month, click the first link in the description to book a call with me. But other than that, let's get into the video.
So I know what you're thinking right now. Why should I listen to this kid? Why is he telling me what to do? What does he know about this? Well, basically, my name's Noah. I'm the founder at Peak Presence, and I basically specialize in helping real estate agents grow their business across the US using primarily YouTube ads. And at this point, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on YouTube ads for agents across the US just within the past couple months. And realtors using my system are basically getting an 8 to 9, 10x ROI on their ad spend within just weeks of using my system. So right here's a few just text messages between my clients with a bunch of appointments for booking, just good results. I can't zoom in, I don't think, but I'll give you a few of them. One agent I'm working with in Oklahoma City, I've been working with him for about just over 2 weeks, and I've already gotten him 7 booked appointments within that time, and one of the leads he's basically already under contract with. Another realtor in Rapid City, South Dakota, the first lead that I generated for her and booked on her calendar is already, it looks like she's going to be making a transaction within the next 2 or 3 months. And she basically told me, I want to get my entire team using this system. And then a third realtor in Savannah, Georgia, she's had 4 booked appointments within 5 or 6 days of running ads. And I know there's some really good opportunities in the pipeline that she was talking about. One of which is a first-time home buyer looking to buy a home towards the end of this year. So still not a month out, but still a really serious lead down the line. So that's a bit about me and what I do. But now let's kind of get into it. So the first mistake, I'm going to make myself smaller. The first mistake that I see is just low ad spend. Now, agents come to me all the time and just say ads don't work when they're spending $5 a day. Now, the way it works is the less you spend, the longer the algorithm is going to take to identify your target audience, but also to improve the lead quality. So, having said that, when you start spending with ads, they go through something called the learning phase. Now, this is basically a phase where that's why a lot of times with YouTube ads, the the lead quantity and quality is going to be subpar within the first couple weeks in most cases. But obviously, for some of the clients I'm working with, there's other ways to kind of mitigate around that. But I won't go into that now. But that's why the learning phase is important. But the quicker you can get out of it and your ads can learn on who you want to bring in, the better. And the only way you can do that is just by spending more because it's just going to be able to gather data quicker and then make adjustments based off of that and based off of what you're looking for. So if you're spending, for example, $5 a day, it's going to take literally weeks, sometimes months to get out of the learning phase, meaning it's going to be a while before you see any proof of concept or any results. So it kind of looks like this. Here's a little graph I put together. The more you spend, the more results, clicks, impressions you're going to get, and the quicker your ads are going to learn, meaning you're going to start getting results quicker. An example would be getting appointments within your first week, closing a deal in your first month. You can only do that if you're spending a good chunk or a good budget on the ads. And I'm going to go through that. And think about it like this. You're expecting to spend $10 a day, which is $300 a month, and basically close an extra deal a month. Now, saying your average commission is around $7,500, that's a 25 times ROI, which is basically impossible. No, that's just not feasible for anybody unless you literally strike gold. But in real estate, because of how saturated it is and how many realtors are out there, it's quite literally impossible to get that. So a realistic ROI that you want to aim for with ads and would be considered very good is a 4 to 6 times ROI. Meaning, if your average commission is 7,500, you have to spend at least 1,250 to get one deal, and that would be a 6 times ROI. That would still be very, very good. So that just kind of repositions it. Like, okay, I can't expect to spend three, four, or $500 in a month and then close a deal every single month. You can spend those amounts, but it's going to be a couple months before you see that deal come in, because the ROI you want to aim for is a 4 to 6. So you can basically reverse engineer how much you need to spend in order to get a deal. And that's just a simple way. Now, the second reason that you shouldn't run a YouTube ad is if you're just unsure what a good ad looks like and how to actually write an ad. Now, even if you're spending $2,000 a month on ads, if you don't have the right structure of ads, you're basically just throwing your money out. Every single video ad on YouTube should have the following structure: you need a hook, you need a body, and you need a close. So here's an example script of one that I put together and one that I ran a couple months ago. It works pretty well, but they look a bit different now. For example, you have the hook. Right now, the bad news is it's easier than ever to overpay for a home, so you really need to be careful. In today's market, it's hard to know what a good deal looks like after prices and interest rates have gone up, so people can trick you into overpaying. You get the idea there. The body, click the blue button on your screen to sign up, and you'll get instant access to a free ebook breaking down how you can find the best possible home for the least amount of money in today's current market without getting burned by interest rates. And then go more into it, and then the close. So click the blue button on your screen, sign up, and get that ebook for free now. So breaking it down, the hook is to get people's attention. The ads that we're running and that work really well are the in-stream skippable ads. Now that means that people have to watch your ad for 5 seconds, but then they can just skip it right after that, which is why the beginning, the hook, is so important. That's basically to get people to stay longer and to watch the rest of your ad. Now, the next part is the body. The main purpose of the body, there's a few different ones. One is to differentiate yourself, show why you're unique and different from all the other realtors running ads in your market. Basically, show your unique value proposition. I'd say that's the biggest one, is just standing out and actually positioning you and your service and what you have to offer as something valuable. And what I recommend is always having a lead magnet. So in this case, you're going to want to sell the lead magnet and also make it seem like something that's actually valuable and can actually benefit these people. And then the close, you're basically just tying it all together, telling people what you want them to do, what the next step they should take. That way you're converting those views and those clicks into actual leads, so then you can start getting some deals and clients from them. Because otherwise, a lot of times realtors come to me, they're spending money on ads, they're getting 100 clicks, but nobody's converting. It's because there's probably a problem with something in their script, which is probably in the body or the close, sometimes even the hook. Now, the third reason is they don't have a split testing process. Most realtors that run ads by themselves, that I've spoken with at least, don't really do any sort of testing. And a big reason for that is just because of how busy they are. They just don't have time to learn how, they don't have time to do it, and just constantly monitor the ads. But from my experience, the way you test your ads will play a massive role in the results that you get. So, for example, the realtor I mentioned in Oklahoma City that I'm working with, I'm testing 3 ads right now. And the only difference in them is the hook. So, the first 10 to 15 seconds of the ad. And to give you some more context, 1 out of the 3 ads has generated 14 out of the 17 leads total, and has gotten 6 out of the 7 booked appointments we've generated. So that just goes to show it's literally the same exact ad except the first 10 to 15 seconds, and it's literally gotten 95% of the results. So imagine I wasn't testing and I just had just one ad out there. How would I know if it's doing well? Right? You wouldn't, because you have nothing to compare it to. So you need to be split testing. So this is an example of a split test with different hooks. So that's the hook I went over before. Hook 2, Chicago homebuyers, do not buy a home without this. I have the 3 best ways to save $10,000 on your next home within 30 days or less. And hook 3, if you're thinking of buying a home in Chicago but want to know the perfect time to do so, then watch this video. And the way you want to test different hooks, you don't want to have a super similar message in each. Maybe what you can do, and what I like to do, is in one hook, test like a desire, test something that they want, which would be saving money on their next home, selling their home for over asking price, stuff like that. And another angle you could go after is a pain, speaking to their pain point. So, do you want to sell your home without the stress and worrying about knowing what a good offer looks like? That could be a pain point. And then another one you can do is just talk about the current market and basically position yourself as the expert by talking about how realtors can trick them into overpaying. It's hard to know what a good deal looks like when the prices and interest rates have moved around, and kind of be a bit more technical. But I always like to test different angles with them to see what resonates best in the specific market. And this just goes to show how important testing is. What works in one market is not necessarily going to work in another market because they're all so different. So you need to be testing. Reason number 4 is a poor landing page, something that's not converting well. So I spoke with a realtor from Scottsdale, Arizona last week after she tried running YouTube ads for a month with some big company, and she didn't get a single lead come in. Now she was getting a ton of clicks, but still nobody was filling out their information, and she was spending about $50 a day, I think she said. Now, when this happens, it's 90% of the time a clear flaw in your landing page. So I went and took a look at her landing page, and it looked pretty good. But in the case when you're in a competitive market like Scottsdale, like Las Vegas, like New York, your landing page can't just be pretty good. It needs to quite literally be excellent, and it needs to stand out. Think about it. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of other realtors in your market. So you need to create something different in order to stand out. Now, her landing page looks something like this. It was download a free guide on how to sell your home for the highest price within 5 days by telling its story. Now, I mean, it's a solid landing page, but when you look at it, it just looks so generic. You need to add some sort of personalized touch to it, and it just looks like every other landing page out there. It still could do pretty well in some markets if it's not as competitive or as saturated, but I just think you can make this so much better. Now, what I tell realtors to do in competitive markets, or actually what I just do for them, but for the case of this, if you want to improve your landing page, just go spy on what other people are doing, look at their landing page, take screenshots of it, put it in a document, basically analyze them all, and then just write down notes on, okay, I can do this better, I can do this better, I can do this better, and then just put 10 times as much effort into your landing page just to make yours stand out and make it different. Because different is always better than better. You always want to make it different and unique, and that's just going to help you stand out and get more conversions. Now, reason number 5 is you're just looking for a huge quantity of leads. So if you're looking to generate as many leads as humanly possible with your ads, there's much better options than YouTube ads, I would say. The key differentiating factor with YouTube ads is the intent and the quality of the leads and appointments that you're actually generating. You're only actually targeting people who have intent in buying or selling, meaning your ad isn't being shown to anyone and everyone in your market. So, for example, when I used to run Facebook ads, you could get 100 people entering their name, email, and number each month, but you go to call them and you only reach like 5% of them. And the ones you do reach say, "Why are you calling me? I didn't sign up for this. I never clicked on your ad," stuff like that. Well, that's because of the targeting. They literally have no intent. They're just scrolling on their phone on the toilet. They see your ad and they're just bored, half curious, and they just click on it because they want to see a list of homes or they want to see what Zillow says their home's worth. It's just completely useless. So basically, with YouTube ads, because it's intent based, you're going to get a higher cost per lead because your ad isn't reaching as many people because it's narrowing it down to those who have some sort of intent in buying or selling. So as a result, you're going to see a lower quantity of leads coming in, but the quality is going to be much higher. So having said this and going over the quality and the cost of the leads between platforms, I'd recommend newer agents or agents with less sales experience to start with something like Facebook ads, where there's more room for error with leads just because of the sheer quantity you're getting. But for agents who are confident in their ability to convert online leads and they're proficient in sales, I think YouTube is the next big opportunity that could potentially skyrocket your business because the leads are much higher quality. And if you can actually convert these leads, you're going to have a field day with this. And that's what I've seen from YouTube from my experience.
So those are the 5 reasons why I see most realtors fail with YouTube ads. But here's the thing, I didn't cover everything in this video because I respect your time. I don't want to put out a 4-hour video. But if you are interested in learning basically all the intricate details about YouTube ads and just getting that system set up for you that is proven to work and has worked for agents all across the country, feel free to book a call with me using the first link in the description. But if you're not ready for that yet, You can also check out the free training that I have. It should be the second link in the description, but you'll basically see exactly how I'm doing this for my clients and setting this system up in your business. And it's completely free. Just enter your name, email, and number, and you'll get instant access to it. But either way, I recommend you go out, take action, and don't stay stagnant and make the same mistakes that most realtors do. Other than that, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.